Hello there, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are absolutely doing good. A big up to everyone who's watching my video, and I really hope that I can provide you with everything what is happening in the Chelsea Football Club with my analysis. So yeah, uh, things have started to kick from left, right, and center, and it has been just one day. I think yesterday it felt like we almost got the feeling that yesterday was a deadline day because so many things were happening. But yeah, the most important news for yesterday was Xavi Simons transfer, and I think I was really clueless what just happened in one day. I just took a nap, and when I got up, I saw that Xavi Simons to Tottenham Hotspurs was imminent. And by afternoon yesterday, we got to know that yeah, Xavi Simons has done his medical, and it's official now that Xavi Simons is a player for Spurs. Uh, Now, what exactly has happened? Let's come on to the news. So, Chelsea list A update: Nkunku and Jackson have go to go, but clubs may just say no. Many clubs have taken advantage of that. We can see that because many clubs were looking to loan until AC Milan came and rescued Nkunku. So I think a big up to AC Milan for that. The most important element coming to news, the most important element for Chelsea's sanction by UEFA was the implicit cost cap imposed on their player squad for the Champions League. To register the players that will likely to be included in the next season's Champions League, they need approx 87.5 million headroom. They managed to make 55 million headroom so far, including Mudryk, meaning a minimum they need a further 32.5 million saving. If they buy Garnacho for 50 million, then they'll probably need an additional 17.5 headroom, making it 50 million. So I think we have 7.5 million headroom, considering the fact that we got Garnacho for 40 million with 10 percent sell on clause. But yeah, there's no add-on in that deal, so I think that was a good deal. But yeah, coming on to this, so Xavi Simons, we exactly got to know. So UEFA has their own restrictions and regulations. So if you want to play for the Champions League, you need a headroom of minimum $20 million. So if you can have those 20 million, you are good to go. But if you are not able to show that, you can be banned for 3 years, and that's under the UEFA regulation. It's a complete 3 years ban. Um, so I think we had to comply with these rules. Now another question might come: why we went for Garnacho? Why we didn't go for Xavi Simons? It's pretty much debatable that why we didn't go for um, Xavi Simons. I think when we got the last update from Xavi Simons with respect to their price, I think Spurs got them for 60 million, and the Garnacho it was a minus 20. So 40 million and 60 million. I think that was another factor. And considering the fact that there is only one left wing for the club, I think that might be the reason why we went for Garnacho rather than going for Xavi Simons, because of it was too costly. Now that still doesn't make sense, and you'll get to know why. But yeah, this is the reason, and I would like to also show a calculation which has been done with respect to it, the headroom required of the probable and the Chelsea list A removals. So that Chelsea list A removals actually does not include Joao Felix over here, which shows 9.8. But yeah, it is always important for you to know that 20 million is a minimum, profit that we need to show the UEFA. I think that is the main reason why we didn't go for Xavi Simons. But I won't say that as a hijack. But yeah, Xavi Simons, I think Spurs have done a good business over here. So yeah. So Xavi Simons is not happening. So we really wanted a central attacking midfielder. But who is that? And that's not other than Facundo Buonate to Chelsea. Here we go, deal in place with loan move, and there's no buy obligation clause included by Fabrizio Romano. I think that doesn't really makes enough sense because that we should have an obligation to buy, because why should we develop players from other academy? I That really doesn't make sense, considering the fact we have Kobam is one of the well-known developing centers for youngsters, and he's not even he's not even experienced. I think he's just 20 years old, and why do we need him in the first place? I understand that when it comes to transfers, we really want young players, but this is a loan move, and why do we want to develop young players? When it comes to Spurs, I would like to give an example. When it came to Spurs, they want Nathan Ake as their replacement for loan deal. So why can't we get a deal like that? I don't know why we always need to favor Brighton for that, but I don't think so that it's a good deal. I don't think so. It's a good deal. It's a bad remark on our whole transfer market. He can't be a replacement of. I don't think so. He's gonna get even 100 minutes in the next month. We're gonna see a couple of games, but I don't think so. Out of those, and considering 2 months, I would say 2 months, he is somehow gonna get 100 minutes for the club. But I don't think so. He's gonna get more minutes because he's just a lone player. We're not gonna get anything from him. That really doesn't make sense at the moment for me. Maybe because of the compliance with UEFA, but uh, it really doesn't make sense. The only thing, I would like to say that Andre Santos would get more minutes than him. We could have got Kendry Pies from who's playing for Strasbourg. Why do we need to send him on loan for at the first place then? If we really wanted uh, Facundo to come for a loan with us. So that really doesn't make enough sense. But yeah, I would rate this up a 0 out of 10. Uh, because I don't see anything coming out of this transfer. But yeah, let's see. Let's hope for the good. I think he's gonna get very less minutes over here, and the main reason I think why Chelsea went for him rather than going for bringing Kendry Pies back. The main reason would be they Chelsea. We know that Kendry Pies is gonna get more minutes at Strasbourg rather than coming here at Cobham at Chelsea. So I think that must be the main reason. So yeah. So we got another news from Nicolas Jackson's camp. So it's Nicolas Jackson to Bayern. Here we go. Deal agreed with Chelsea on initial loan move, 15 million loan fee for 1 season plus buy option clause, not mandatory for 80 million package and sell on clause. So yeah, I think pretty much I don't think so. Bayern Munich is gonna pay 80 million. I can write it here, and you can market that they are not gonna buy him. If they really wanted to buy him, they would have bought him for 60 million or something less. But no, because and at the end of the day, we saw that there's no one for Nicolas Jackson coming up. There's only Bayern Munich who really showed concrete interest. I think it's a record breaking, loan move, which is 15 million. Now, one good thing about this deal, I would like to say that we got Nicolas Jackson for 30 million. We got him from 30 million, and this we have provided him to Bayern Munich for 15 million. So I think it's half of what price we paid for him, so which is a good thing. But let's see. And also another thing which I would like to mention here is that he's gonna be under Harry Kane, so he would get a lot of insights from him. And I think when he was at Chelsea, there's no striker under whom we saw. He was the only striker we had, so there's no insights that he's gonna get from anyone. When you play with a proper senior with along with you, you get a proper idea about the game. So Nicolas Jackson, I think it's a good move, I would like to say, about for his future, and he's gonna be under Kane. And Vincent Company is also a good manager, I would like to say. I really rate him. Um, because the work he has done for Brentford. So yeah, I highly rate him. So yeah, I think that's a good deal. And when he's gonna come up for the next season, we can sell him for more, because we know that it's not much physical in Germany. So yeah, that's a good deal. Now, I would just like to mention over here that is the transfer window just got closed for Chelsea? Is it over for us? No, says Ben Jacob. Here's what he has to say. Chelsea have not ruled out adding Fermin Lopez even after Facundo Bonotti's loan. So yeah, definitely we are looking for another loan. I think this is a good one. If we can get him, then it's a good deal. But in the first place, why do we need to get Facundo then? It's a waste. I don't think. I don't. I don't find any rational behind that. But yeah, again, Fermin Lopez is still on. You know, if this deal is happening, then I think it's done. It's a good transfer business. But if we can't get him, then it will be very difficult, considering the fact that if Cole Palmer, if he gets injured, there's no other players to replace him. We have Facundo, but we have to rotate players in that particular case. Today's game, Fulham, he's not gonna play. So who's gonna replace him? Joao Pedro and Liam Delap. But for God grace, we shouldn't have any injury. But what if we have an injury factor? What if one of our striker gets injured? It's gonna be very difficult. So I think at this position, I would like to say that we need a proper central attacking midfielder, and Fermin Lopez is the one who can definitely replace um, Xavi Simons. So yep, I think we really need him because considering the fact that other clubs has really done a good business. I would like to say Spurs, they are 10 years this good. It's I'm telling it right now to you that from the next 10 years, Spurs is gonna be above Manchester United. I think they have really done a good business, although there were setbacks for Spurs, but Xavi Simons is a good deal for them. But yeah, if we can get Fermin Lopez, then definitely we can match the standards of, we still have that caliber of, to be the title contenders. So let's see what happens. A big up if we can get Fermin Lopez. So a big up to everyone and thank you for watching my video. I hope you like my video and really subscribe it. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and it's a match day. I'm coming up with the next video with my match preview. So let's see what happens. Good day.